So chaining concept in jQuery allows us to run multiple jQuery methods within a single statement. That means we can execute number of jQuery methods one after the other. Okay. Chaining concept allows us to run multiple jQuery methods within a single statement. Okay, so now we have been writing jQuery statements one at a time. Okay, one after the other. So there is a technique in jQuery, that is chaining concept. So this allows us to run multiple jQuery methods, jQuery commands one after the other on the same elements. Okay, syntax. Suppose we can take the example of slide up and slide down methods. Okay, so before this chaining concept, so we have done the examples on slide up and slide down methods. Okay, separately we have done this, but in this example we can run these two methods, slide up and slide down methods, in a single statement. So dollar symbol, selector dot slide up. Okay, we can give the uh, speed parameter, that is 4004 seconds, and slide down method. Okay, slide down also 4 seconds. Okay, speed parameter specifies the duration of the effect. Okay, this effect execute in 4 seconds. Okay, so using jQuery chaining concept, we can execute multiple jQuery methods within a single statement. So for example, so create one HTML form. jQuery chaining dot html. So we can copy this class CSS properties. Okay, and we can take the div tag also. So we can take only one button, that is for btn chain jQuery chain concept. So when you click on this button, two methods will be executed on this selected div tag. Okay, that is slide down and slide up methods. So remove these two methods. Now copy this button ID paste here. So when you click on this button, this action method will be performed on div tag. So div tag id is div1. So first of all, slide down. Okay, slide down fx times duration is 5 seconds, and after that slide up method. Slide up method also 5 seconds. After complete these two methods, so we can execute callback function. So create one callback function here, that is my function. So just display some alert box. JQuery chain concept, completed. Okay, so this alert box will be displayed after complete these two methods. So copy this function name and apply here. Okay, this example, when you run this example, first div tag is not displayed because we use a display none property in the style. So when you click on this button, slide down method is applied on div tag. Again, after complete this slide down, slide up method will operate on div tag. After complete this slide up method in 5 seconds, callback function is executed and display the alert box. So run this example. Okay, first div tag is not displaying. Okay, div tag is there, so display none property is applied because that's why div tag is not displaying. Okay, so now click on this button. Okay, slide down completed. Again slide up. Okay, after complete these two methods, callback function is executed. So this is chaining concept in jQuery. So we can execute multiple jQuery methods. You can use fade in, fade out, okay, fade toggle, and slide up, slide down, slide toggle, okay, fade to. So all these methods you can execute. Even you can execute your custom functions also like this. So jQuery DOM manipulation. jQuery DOM manipulation. So this is very important concept in jQuery. So DOM manipulation nothing but we can read the uh, we can read the text content from HTML elements, or we can assign the text to the HTML elements using DOM manipulation. So there are three methods available in DOM manipulation, that is text, HTML and val methods. So using these three methods, we can perform the DOM manipulation on HTML elements. Like we can set or returns the text content of selected HTML elements. Okay, here first one text method, second one is HTML, third one is val methods. Okay, these are the three methods in DOM manipulation. Okay, using these three methods, we can set or return the text content of selected HTML elements. Okay, these three methods are very simple to use. Okay, jQuery methods for DOM manipulation. Okay, text method, setter return the text content set of selected elements. Okay, it will sets or return the only text content of selected elements, but HTML method sets or return the content of selected HTML selected elements, return the content of selected elements including HTML elements also. Okay, if any HTML elements is there in the content, okay, those HTML elements also will return. And val method only sets or return the value from form fields. Form fields nothing but controls, text box, radio button, drop down list. Okay, like this. Sets or return the value of form fields. Okay, these are the three methods. So one example on these three methods, just create one HTML form, DOM manipulation dot HTML form, remove this content in the div tag. Okay, and so we can remove these styles also. So here we can take three buttons. Okay, one for text method, btn text method. Okay, so when you click on this button, text method will be executed. So when you click on second button, HTML method is executed. Btn HTML method. So when you click on this button, val method is executed. Btn val method. Okay, so actually we have the div tag. Okay, so we can take some content in div tag. So copy this content and paste here. Okay, and so I want to include some HTML elements for this content. Okay, write strong okay and span. So for third one only I included some HTML tags strong and span. So the logic is So when you click on this button, so I want to display only content of this div tag. Okay, I don't want to display any HTML tags inside div tag. Okay, only I want to display text content of selected div tag. Okay, when you click on this text method button, so for this we can use text method. Okay, so use alert box for this one. Okay, so this is the part of to read the text content of div tag, selected div tag, and display the text content in alert box. Okay, so now run this example. Down manipulation. Okay, when you click on this button, alert box is displaying with the text content of selected div tag. Okay, you can observe this. In this div tag, two inner elements is there, that is strong and span. Okay, these strong and span tags are not displaying in alert box. Okay, only text content is displayed. So when you click on this text method, so this means text method read the text content of selected element, only text content. Again, so copy this button ID, HTML button ID dot click function. Okay, so when you click on HTML method button, so it will return the text content of selected div tag, including inner HTML elements also. Okay, in alert box we can use dollar symbol hash div1 dot html method. Okay, so now run this example. Refresh this one, click on HTML method. Okay, you can observe this alert box. You can find strong tag and span tag in the content. Okay, so when you click on text method button, there is no strong and span tags. But when you click on HTML method button, strong tag and span tags are displaying. Okay, this is the difference between text method and HTML method. Text method read the text content of selected element. HTML method return the content of selected element, including inner HTML elements also. Now val method. So for val method, we can take one text box, input, type equal to text, id equal to text name. Okay, and placeholder, enter name. Okay, so now when you click on val method, it will read the value from the text box. Okay, whatever you type in text box. Button val method dot click function in alert box, dollar symbol, hash txt name dot well. So now run this example. Okay, so we have the text box. So you enter some name here, that is Rajesh. Okay, so click on val method button. So this text Rajesh will display in alert box. Okay, this means we can read the value from text box using val method in jQuery. Okay, this val method uh, uh, this val method helps to read the value from the text box and send to the database. Okay, so next one. So how we can assign the value to the text box? So comment this one, text name dot val method, enter some name here. Okay, so when you click on this button, Harsha name will be displayed in text box. Okay, so click in, there is no name in the text box, so click on val method. Okay, so text content is applied to the text box. So this is the DOM manipulation in jQuery. Next, adding elements in runtime. Add elements. So jQuery allows us to add HTML elements in the runtime. Okay, it is easy to add new elements in the runtime. Allows us to add new elements in the runtime. Okay, so we have 4 jQuery methods that are used to add new content in runtime. We have 4 jQuery methods that are used to add new elements, new content or new elements. Okay, so those are append, second one prepend, third one after, fourth one before. Okay, these are the 4 methods in jQuery to add the content, okay, or new elements in the runtime. So append method insert or add the content at the end of the selected element. This method add or insert content at the end of the selected element. So for example, you have one div tag. Okay, this is our div tag, and some example content in div tag. Okay, so I want to add some extra content to the already existing content. Okay, already this content is available in div tag, but I want to add one more word or one more some content. Okay, in the end of the div tag. End of the div tag means this area. In div tag, okay, I want to add these three words in the end of the div content. So we can use this append method on the selected HTML elements. Div1 dot append in div tag. Okay, this content will be added in the end of the div tag. Okay, this is our selected element, so this content is added at the end of the selected element. Okay, so prepend means insert the content at the beginning of the selected element. This method insert the content at the beginning of the selected element. Selected element. Okay, just we can use this syntax and example. So now, so I want to add this content. Use prepend. Okay, prepend. Otherwise, just use this is okay at the beginning of the selected element. So this is these two words added at the beginning of the div tag. Okay, next after method. So after method, insert the content after the selected HTML element. This method insert the content after the selected HTML element. Okay, this means suppose if you want to add one more paragraph, okay, after selected div1. Okay, so here one div tag, and you can take one more div id div1, and the second div2. Okay, two div tags is there. This is div1. Okay, this is div2 content. So for example, if you want to add one text box or one image after div1, okay, use after method and add input type equal to text. Okay, place holder, enter email, and id equal to txt email. Okay, this is the html element. This html element, okay, text box added after the div1. Okay, after the div1 means between these two div2 tags. Okay, div1 and div2, between these these two div tags, the text box is added. Okay, and before method is opposite to the after method. This method insert the content, insert the content at the beginning of the selected element. Okay, so for example, you want to add one image. Okay, you want to add one image before div2. So use this syntax. So just update this method name before image source, provide image path here. Okay, and height. So all these things you need to provide. Height, width of the image. Okay, and alt attribute. Okay, so like this you have to provide the total html element in before method. Okay, div2. So before div2 the image tag is added. So one example on these four methods. So create an html form, adding elements dot html. Okay, take one more button. So first button is append method. Button id btn append. Second button btn prepend. Okay, prepend after and before. Median after before. Okay, for buttons is there, and we can take one more div tag. So this is the content in div 2. So when you click on this button, append. So I want to add some content. um, Append. So append method means add the content at the end of the selected element. So I want to add this one. Okay, val method. So remove this one. Okay, I want to add third point. So already 2 points is there. So I want to add third point using append method. Okay, so this method, using this method, I'm adding third point to the already existing content. So now run this example. Okay, only 2 points is there. So when you click on append button, third point is added. Okay, you can observe this one. Okay, third point is added here. So like this, prepend button. So copy this one, copy this button ID. So change the method name, prepend. So here I want to add JQuery manipulation, okay, DOM manipulation. Okay, only in div2 tag, div1, 2 points is there. Okay, only 2 points is there. So by using append method and prepend method, we are adding header of the content and the third point, h2 tag. Okay, this is header. Okay, so now refresh this example. Append, third point is added here, and click on prepend. Okay, DOM manipulation is added. So see here, h2 tag added. Okay, third point also added. Append and prepend. In the div tag only added. Okay, in the div tag only added. So now using after and before, I want to add one text box after div1. Btn after, text box. So we can copy this one, email text box. Okay, so now run this example. Okay, append, prepend, and so there is no text box after div1. Okay, two div tags. This is two div2, right? Append, prepend. Okay, two div tags is there, div1 and div2. So between these two div tags, one text box is added here. Okay, the text box is added using before method. So I want to add some image. Okay, before div1, image tag. There is no images in our project folder, so we can copy the image from CSS. We copy this image and paste here. Okay, so desert.jpg file is there. So provide the image path desert.jpg and height is 250 pixels, width 300 pixels, and alternate attribute, alternate text is desert. Okay, so now refresh this example again. Append, the text content is added at the end of the div tag. Okay, prepend, content is added at the beginning of the selected element. Okay, after method. Okay, after selected element, one text box is added. Before, one image is added. Okay, before method we have to use. Okay, before div1 tag, one image is added. You can see here. Okay, JQuery is CSS manipulation. Okay,